Hey, welcome. And now we're going to be able to display our sizes. To do this, we have to come out from this row. Remember, this row is for this size test form field and this button we have over here. So outside this row, first of all, we can just add a triple comma. And in order to display our sizes, we are going to be using a widget which you might have not seen before, but probably you see something similar. It is known as list view builder. Now, if you don't know what a list view builder is, just know we use the list view builder in order to display more than one item. And in this case, we want to display all the added sizes we added to our underscore size list. So we want to be able to display them. And that is the reason we are using a list view builder, because by using the list view builder, we would be able to display more than one item. Okay, now within the list view builder, it has this property known as item builder, and it is basically referring to how we want to be able to place our widget. Now, the item builder will take into properties known as the context and index, which is referring to each item we have in the list. And have this over there, sorry. And also break this down. Within the list view builder, it has a property known as item count, which is referring to how many items in general or in total we have in our list. To get how many items we have in that list, we just have to score underscore size list, then dot length. Great. And now we want to return a container widget. In order to have access to some additional properties the container has, we can just first of all say child in order for you to see the styling in in real time. I don't want us to go ahead and style this without you saying this. So child is gonna be test widget, and then we want to access the underscore size list. We want to access each item we have in the size list by their index. And this is it. Use Ctrl and S to save, and let's see what will happen. Let's see what will happen. Wait for this. Wait for this. I think it's gonna bring an error. This is not okay. I'm just gonna go to this. Okay. Now we have this error, and the error is nothing is showing. And the reason for this, remember I told you about the grid view builder. Whenever you want to use the grid view builder, list view builder, list view separated, or any builder, you have to wrap it with a container. And the reason you're wrapping it with a container is because by using the list view builder, list view separated, grid view builder, you have to specify a height to that builder or the grid view builder. So what we have to do is currently we are using the grid view builder, so we have to specify a default height for this grid view builder. Sorry, list view builder. So wrap with container, and then we can say height is gonna be 50. Use Ctrl and S to save, and we should see the height. We should see everything back again because we just specify a default height. Okay, everything is back. Everything is back. And I'm just gonna alt restart this to make sure everything is working correctly. Wait for this, and Wait for this. I think I'm having some slow laptop. I'm having a very slow laptop. You just have to bear with me. Hopefully I get a new one that's gonna be much powerful. And okay, I'm gonna have to restart this one more time. Okay, it's already done. I'm just gonna wait for this to finish, and then after we can continue. Okay, performing auto reload. Sorry, auto restart, and it is done. And upload. I can't get to that. Upload screen. Okay, shipping attribute. Okay, everything is working as expected. But in the future, probably there might be an error because whenever you want to use something like this, or whenever you want to use something in Flutter, that thing must be already available. You can see over here we are calling this underscore size list dot size list index to access each item we have in this list variable by. So most of the time, it might result to error because currently we have no values stored in this list. And over here, we are calling it. So most of the time, you might get a null error. So what we can do is, in order to avoid uh, errors in the future, and copy this to our clipboard, then cut it off. Then first of all, we can check if underscore size list dot is not empty. That is, if the list is not empty, then only we want to be able to do this. So by doing this, this will save our app from future errors rather than calling what does not really exist at a time at the time. So by doing this, this will only run this code we have over here will only run if only the user has added an item or has added a size. So we can then say s, and okay, we have that over there. We have the x over there. We can also say l, and we should have that over there. But we want it to go horizontally and not vertically. To do this, the list view builder has a property known as scroll direction, and then we can say axis dot horizontal. It's Ctrl S to save. Okay, we should see it. Okay, great. And now we can wrap this container with a pattern. We can just go with the default 8 pattern and wait for this. Okay, and now we can have the decoration. In order to have access to some additional properties, decoration, that was the reason we have to use a container. If we do not want to use height with decoration, then really there's no need of wrapping the test widget with a container. And the color is going to be colors, the yellow, and we can give this shade of 800 probably. And see this now, we should have that color over there. And also, we can wrap this test again with a padding in order to give some space which will soothe the box. Okay, padding of 8 as well. Use Ctrl S to save. This should make it wider in all forms. That is top, right, bottom, and everywhere. Okay, great. And it is way too sharp, so we can say border radius, and this is going to be border radius dot circular of 10. And also we can say style, okay, and then say color, and colors is going to be colors dot white, and we can also make this bold font width dot bold. Use Ctrl S to save, and okay, okay, great. And what we can do is we can also wrap our container with a pattern. That is our list view, the builder with a pattern and all size. We want to take it a bit from this over here. Or you can just use a size box instead. Wait for this. Okay, I think it's okay like this. And seems good. And and what we can also do, what we can also do after harden, we can then say underscore uh size controller dot clear. This will clear our test input, so we can easily add another one. Okay, and now I can, okay, let's see, I can say add, okay, cleared it, y p a, everything is working as we expect, and hopefully you understand all this. So currently you understand majorly two ways on how to grab the user data. One is using the test controller, and the the second, I think you've seen that before, by creating a late string brand name. So it's basically similar to that of this. Great. And if you're a bit confused, please do well to let me know, and I'm fully available to answer all your questions.